6 games into the Bundesliga season and we're unbeaten so far, so we're doing well. But today we face the money bags that are Leipzig. Can we extend our unbeaten run in Big Bad Wolfsburg?
The Big Bad Wolf. The Big Bad Wolf.
Welcome back to the Force 9's YouTube channel. Welcome back to Big Bad Wolfsburg with Football Manager 2017. And as I said, today we are taking on Leipzig, the team that have incredibly rich funds and that, just try and buy everyone. And that's going to be the only game today. I'm going to try and change things up a bit in terms of my videos and sometimes only do one game. It shortens the videos a bit, it makes them a bit easier to watch. So today we are just going to be playing the one game. Sometimes I will do doubles, but sometimes it might just be the one. As always, if you're enjoying the videos, please do leave a like down below, leave in the comments. And if you want to see videos as well, man, they turn up on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. So we're doing very, very well. As I said, we're unbeaten so far. What I'm going to do now is show you the goals from the games off screen. After a slow first half against Leverkusen, Wolfsburg did take the lead. Paul Jordan Tepp with the finish 63 minutes into the game. 71 minutes into the game, it was 2-0 and it was Blazikowski with the assist and it was Daniel Didavi with the goal. In injury time, it was 3-0 and it was a second goal of the game for Tepp on his debut and a very comfortable 3-0 away win for Wolfsburg against Leverkusen. 41 minutes into the home game against Augsburg and it was 1-0, Arnold setting up Yunus Mali and the Turk scoring the goal. And in the 90th minute it was 2-0, Bracalo setting up Mario Gomez, opening his account for the season, and it was 2-0 against Augsburg, a nice home win. Our next fixture was an away game against Hoffenheim and we took the lead in the 77th minute and it was Arnold with the goal, again after a slow first half. However, in the 87th minute, Hoffenheim became the first team to score against Wolfsburg as Andre Kramaric put home the Toyang cross, and it finished 1-1 and the first drop points of the season for Wolfsburg. Next up was a home game against Eintracht Frankfurt, and it was the 64th minute that we took the lead, Trask with the cross, and it was Victor Osimhen with his first Bundesliga goal, 1-0. In the 88th minute, Wolfsburg doubled their lead over Frankfurt as the cross was deflected. It fell to Didavi and it was 2-0 and that's how it ended. Our final game off screen was an away game against Schalke. Only one goal here, the only goal in the game scored by Mario Gomez 20 minutes into the game. 18 minutes into the game, Schalke went down to 10 men, Sjad Kolasinac getting a second yellow card. It ended Schalke 0, Wolfsburg 1. Yeah, look at that. You can't be disappointed with that look. We haven't lost it all season. But today we face Leipzig, who at the moment are 5th in the table. We sit 2nd, despite only dropping points twice. The first one being that goalless draw against Freiburg. Not a great start to the season, but since then we've really picked it up. And the only team ahead of us at the moment is Dortmund, who have won one more game than we have. So we're doing really well. Still a few injuries in the team. Gilavogi and Jung being 3 to 5 weeks for Gilavogi, Jung for a couple more months. Azar was also picked up a knock and he'll be back very soon. But he probably won't play very much. He's kind of on the fringe of the team. Might go out on loan soon. Undecided though. Also for this Leipzig game, Luis Gustavo will be unable to play because he's already been suspended. 5 yellow cards in 6 games. That's going to be a running theme with Gustavo, I think. We have made our first signing of the season though, and it's not a remarkable one, it's just a bit of defensive cover. It's the Danish centre-back Erik Sviatchenko, signed from Celtic for £3.3 million. Just a bit of defensive cover, that's all it is really. He's good, he's definitely good enough, get very good technicals, lots of 15s in there. Mentally he's good, aggressive player, which can be bad sometimes. Physicals aren't too bad either. So, it's just a bit of defensive cover. That's the only thing we've done. But in the January, we'll see if we need to make some signings. The team's doing really well. We've only conceded 1 goal so far, and that's it. I wasn't sure about the defence. I wasn't sure if it was any good. But, they're doing their job. We do need to improve right back, though, because at the moment we only really have Trask and Jung and Seguin, who's probably not good enough to compete. So we do need to get like a marquee right back. I think that's what we're going to try and get in the next transfer window. I think right back and goalkeeper are going to be our key areas that we need to focus on. And maybe a striker as well, but I'm undecided. They are playing really well. Top scorer at the moment is Didavi with 4 goals. Also has the highest average rating. Plenty of assists for a few players. Blaszczykowski, Didavi and Itter getting 2 each. I think Itter's were in a different game. Bazoa with the best pass completion. And Bruma and Didavi with Man of the Match awards twice. Gustavo with the 6 yellow cards. No red cards yet, so that's fine. Okay, so let's get into today's game then. It's an away game against Leipzig. Now, as far as our team, we've been playing with a 4-2-3-1. It's been going really well, so that's what we're going to stay with. Although, with the absence of Gustavo, we'll have to change these roles around a bit because we don't have a fit defensive midfielder other than him because Gilavogi is still out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Brisley Bazoa in midfield alongside Arnold as a box-to-box midfielder. I'm going to bring on Blaszczykowski for Virinha, who I thought was a right back, but he's actually much better as a winger, so there's me thinking he's a good right back. He's alright, he's just not entirely comfortable there, as you can see. He's not the greatest right back, he's more of an attacking player. But that is the only change we're going to make today. We need to put another player on the bench, though. Do we have another defensive midfielder we could put on there? We'll get Mali on the bench, definitely. I don't know why he wasn't in the team before, but that's going to be the team we'll play. We're on control fluid, and these are the instructions we have at the moment. It's going really well, so I'm not going to change too much of it. Sort of midway through the game, or sort of when we start making substitutions, we do start going to almost like a strikerless formation, like a 4-2-4. That's, once you've taken Gomez off. He's had some bad games, he's had some 6.4s, but, there's some games, like the most recent game, he scored. So he's getting there, he's just a bit hit and miss at the moment. We have been on a good run, that's what I'm going to say there. Let's try and improve the team talk. Okay, that's good. That's a good team talk. And let's start the match. So, an away game against Leipzig. Going to be a difficult challenge, this one. We also have Bayern coming up, as well as our second round in the DFB Pokal. So, there's some interesting games coming up. Hopefully, we can continue our good form. And Bruma takes the ball off of Timo Werner there. Here is Trask. And plays it to Bazoa. And, looks for Didavi, but bit too much work for him to do there. Here's Poulsen. And Leipzig on the attack here. He's been forced out wide. And a great tackle there by Robin Nock. And then Didavi through to Gomez. And can Mario Gomez score here? Yes, he can. And, a minute and a half into the game, we've taken a lead. That's a great start. It all started from that great tackle at the back by Nock. A great clearance. And then a great through ball from Didavi to find Mario Gomez. Really good stuff. Gomez, he's 31 years old, but he's still got plenty of pace. I mean, the defender didn't really feel like he wanted to go for it, and Muller couldn't really do anything about the shot. Fantastic starts of the game. Naby Keita's here, though, and they've immediately equalised. It wasn't Naby Keita with the goal, subject to a lot of interest by Liverpool for an insane amount of money. This is me talking the day after Neymar's been bought for almost £200 million. But Naby Keita, 75 million for a player that I've never seen play just seems ridiculous. And they've got the ball in here again, Forsberg, and that's a good tackle there. And now we've got it back. Can we attack here? Here's Ricardo Rodriguez. Tries to find Didavi, but it's cleared again. Dem to Poulsen. He's got Werner in front of him, and Werner, it's off the post and it's in. And I think this is the first time we're actually trailing so far. It's not good. Got loads of possession, but they just keep hitting us on the counter, I think. Let's go back to standard. Holstenberg to Keita. They're really hitting us on this left flank here. It's really damaging at the moment. Good tackle there by Bazoa. Here's Didavi to Blaszczykowski. And again, he's just giving it away. This is not going well so far. 15 minutes. We're trailing 2-1. And we're seeing a lot of highlights here, but I'm not very happy that they just scored again. Now it's 3-1. So we've been doing really well all season. 6 games, unbeaten. And suddenly we seem to be getting completely trounced by Leipzig. Klosterman to Poulsen. Again, it's off the post and in. It's the second goal that it's done that. And it's not been going too well today. And now Gomez has picked up a knock. It's a rib injury. We're going to leave him out there for now. But this is not going very well today. Let's change something else. Let's go back to flexible shape. Put the defensive line back to normal. Let's take that off. And let's try and be more expressive. Let's try that. Half time, not good enough. That's not really what we've come to see from our team. Nock and Rodriguez, the left flank has been pretty much destroyed, knocking Rodriguez. Also, Blaszczykowski on the right-hand side, giving away the ball a couple of times that I've seen. So we need to improve here. Let's put the shape back to structure, up to structures. Yeah, let's turn on the early crosses. Let's try that. We need to see some improvements here, guys. I mean, trailing 3-1, it's going to need to be something special to turn this round. But we do still have 45 minutes of football to do so there's plenty of time. Okay, we're pretty much at the hour mark. I'm going to take off Blaszczykowski. It's been a poor game for him today. Viña is going to come on. We're also going to take off Gomez. And we're going to put... we're going to put Mali up front. He can somewhat play there. Let's play him there as a trequartista. I'm going to change Didavi to a support advanced playmaker and make Ntep an inside forward. Double change on the hour. It's a risk, but I think it's one we need to take because we're not... I don't think we've had a shot since we scored our goal. It's been a very... And that was like the second minute. It's been a very slow game by us. I'm going to go attacking, actually. We've got loads of possession again, but we're just not creating any chances at all. Going to go more direct. Going to try high tempo as well. Just try and play wide. And just go for it really now. I mean, we're running out of time here. It's going to be our first defeat of the season unless we can score 2 goals in the last 10 minutes without reply. And they've got possession here, but Ntep with the interception. Here's Arnold. He's given it away here. Selke. And Rodriguez goes for the tackle, but they've retained possession. Ntep now. Back to Benaglio. And we need to try and create some chances here. We're not doing so. Forsberg to Keita. Here's Kaiser to Selke. And this could be a fourth for them here. Werner. And it is 4-1. What is going on today? What is that? 2 for Werner now? I'm not quite sure. I haven't really been keeping count of who scored their goals. But they're winning 4-1. You get your first defeat. Oh, that's really unfortunate as well. It came off of Trask. There's me raving about our defence. And they've had a terrible game. And I've jinxed my players here, I think. 82 minutes into the game. Again, they've got possession. I mean, what do we do now? I mean, I don't really want to concede a 5th. That would be pretty embarrassing. And Tep's been poor. It's just not been a good game all round today, has it? Right, Wolfsgrad's going to come on for knock. And I think, yeah, it's just about damage limitation now, I think. We're trying to keep this from being embarrassing. Mali's got the ball here, though. Here's Bazoa to Ntep. And tries to find Mali, but it's a good interception there by the defender. Here's Werner to Keita, Selke, and he just shoots wide. So it's another good chance for them. We've not been in this game at all. I mean, we scored the first goal of the game in like less than 2 minutes. Then they replied immediately afterwards, and since then it's been all Leipzig. It's not been good. But we could get a late goal here in Ntep, and it is in by Viña, 84th minute. It's 4-2. Far too late, really. But at least we're saving this from being an embarrassing scoreline. And Ntep with the assist, and then Viña with his first goal of the season. We're getting goals from a lot of places, which is good. But today's just been a really poor display. I'm not happy. It's with Bruma. Last minute of the game here. I mean, we're not going to be able to get this back now. I mean, we're giving it away again. Here's Selke to Keita. Bruma with the tackle. Here's Didavi to Bazoa. And, well, goes for the long ball for Ntep. Now, there's way too much work for him to do. And there's only a few seconds left now. It is going to be our first defeat of the season, which is a shame. It really is. We've had a really good start, but our 7th game of the season, it's ended Leipzig 4, Wolfsburg 2. And it's just a poor performance, really. Yeah, I'm not happy with the defensive work. Blaszczykowski didn't do well. Gave the ball away a couple of times. That puts Leipzig second, actually, so they essentially take our place. We've dropped to 4th place now, behind Bayern Munich on goal difference. That is a shame. I'm disappointed about that. Mario Gomez is injured, but he will be back in a couple of days' time, just a bruised rib, so he won't miss any games. That's fine. Werner did well. I mean, Leipzig just did really well. I think, Keita did really well there. Let's have a look at their match ratings. I had them in the corner, but I don't look at them. I don't know why I have them there. So Werner was their man of the match, 2 goals and 1 assist. Keita also scored a goal and he did really well. They defended really well as well, and an assist for Klosterman. Yeah, that's the performances we've been having, but we just were on the receiving end today. It's just a bit of a different story. So that is going to do it for today's video. Now, next time, I think we are going to be taking on Dortmund. It's another away game. That's going to be one of the toughest games of the season. At the moment, they are in 1st place. So that's going to be a difficult game. If I've got time that day as well, I might do the Hertha game as well. because that could be an interesting one to do. So Offscreen will have Mainz, we'll have the DFB Pokal Cup game, and a game against Bayern and a home game against Köln. We'll definitely do the Dortmund game. If we've got time, we'll do the Hertha Berlin game as well. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Do leave comments. And if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, hit subscribe. And I will see you next episode, where we're going to be taking on Dortmund and we'll see the nice big yellow wall. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you for the Dortmund game. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.